Welcome to the skies of tactical precision. Today we dive into the heart of rotary wing firepower, UH-60 aerial gunnery. For pilots, crew chiefs, and door gunners of the Blackhawk, this isn't just training. It's the razor edge between mission success and survival. Strap in as we break down the doctrine, execution, and raw intensity of delivering suppressive fire from 500 feet above the fight. From the Army's FM 304.140 to live fire evolutions, we'll cover it all. Let's roll hot. The UH-60 Blackhawk isn't built for subtlety. With its twin T700 engines pushing 1,800 horsepower each, it hauls a crew of 4 into the fray at 170 knots. But when the LZ turns hot, it's the aerial gunnery suite that turns transport into gunship. Door-mounted M240 7.62mm machine guns, pintle-mounted M134 miniguns, spitting aerial gunnery starts on the ground because muscle memory doesn't grow wings overnight. Crew chiefs and gunners hit the range first, zeroing weapons, mastering the aircraft-mounted weapons synchronization trainer. Picture this. You're kneeling in the Blackhawk's open door, harness clipped, gloved hands gripping the M240's spade handles. The cyclic's your anchor, but the bird's got a mind of its own, vortices, torque, and that ever-present 20-knot crosswind trying to snatch your burst. Transition to the air. Pre-flight briefs are sacred. The pilot in command lays out the profile. Low-level ingress at 50 feet AGL. Pop up to 300 for acquisition. Then a diving pass at 120 knots. Safety's non-negotiable. Blue Force trackers ping friendly positions, and ROE engage the sequence. Hovering fire first, 100 meters out, stationary above the mock enemy convoy. The gunner calls target, sights through the ANPAS-13 thermal, squeezes the butterfly trigger. Bursts of 3 to 5 rounds, tracer every fifth to walk it in. The Blackhawk bucks slightly from recoil, but the crew chief feeds belts like clockwork. 200-round cans slapping in seamless. Now, the money shot. Running fire. The UH-60 pitches forward, skimming treetops. Terrain masking your approach. At 800 meters, the pilot banks 30 degrees, exposing the door. Online, the gunner barks. Lead the target. Figure 8 on the moving silhouette, compensating for forward airspeed and drop. Full rock. 100 rounds downrange in a 6-second window, stitching the kill zone. Brass rains like golden confetti. Spent casings pinging off the sky. Let's geek out on ballistics. The M240H variant, UH-60 optimized, cycles at 650 to 950 RPM with a 24.7-inch barrel for flat trajectory. Effective range? 1,800 meters point target, but aerial gunnery caps at 1,200 to minimize frat risk. Recoil mitigation is key. The gun soft-mounted to the door with hydraulic dampers, absorbing 300 foot-pounds per shot without yanking the airframe off heading. For the minigun, it's a beast. 6 barrels, electrically driven, no gas system to foul in dusty LZs. D-Link 1,000-round belts from the feeder D-Linker sync the motor to 60 Hz power from the aircraft's 400-amp generator. Overheats the enemy. Sustained fire past 30 seconds, and barrels glow. Rocketry elevates it. The M261 19-tube pod launches 2.75-inch Hydra 70s, HE, flechette, or illumination warheads. Fire control via the AN/ASN 150 Doppler nav, feeding azimuth and dive angle to the rocket management unit. Launch envelope: 1,500 to 5,000 meters slant range, 10-degree dive minimum. Pilot cues: racks away, and the bird leaps 50 feet from backblast. Impact: 15-pound warhead shreds armor like paper. But it's not all lead and fire. Egress demands finesse. Mask behind ridgelines. Pop chaff if SAMs wake up. Post-mission AARs dissect every pass. Video from helmet cams, ball scores from range OCs. You flash back to the sandbox. In Helmand Province 2011, a UH-60 from the 101st Airborne laid 2,000 rounds of 7.62 into Taliban positions, pinning a dismounted platoon. Door gunners spotted the RPG team at 600 meters through dust clouds, called the mark, and the Blackhawk orbited tight, 200-foot radius, suppressing for the QRF extract. No blue on blue, 12 enemy KIA confirmed. That's aerial gunnery. Force multiplier, lifesaver. Or take urban ops in Mosul. Night vision dominates, FLIR fused with the gunner's eye, picking out ISIS fighters in a wadi. Hovering oblique fire, 300 rounds, tracers arcing like fireflies. The bird's NVG-compatible training evolves too. Today's quals integrate drones as movers, sims with VR headsets mimicking brownouts. The Army's pushing laser-guided rockets via APKWS, turning the UH-60 into a poor man's Apache. But core stays the same. Trust your crew, know your arcs, fire disciplined. It's not glamour. G-forces pin you during banks, wind howl drowns the intercom, and one mistimed burst can light up a civvy hut. Psychologically, adrenaline spikes heart rate 40%. Tunnel vision creeps in. Gunners train breath control. Inhale, sight, exhale half, squeeze. Crew resource management seals it. Maintenance grind. Post-mission, borescopes check for cook-offs. Headspace gauges ensure timing. A loose pintle pin? That's a runaway gun mid-pass. Yet the payoff, mastery. When the helo shudders under full load and your bursts march true, you feel it, the symphony of steel and rotor wash owning the battle space. UH-60 aerial gunnery, where aviation meets artillery and crews forge unbreakable bonds in the roar. Train hard. Fly smart, suppress lethal. Until next time, keep the skies clear. Out.